They said they couldn't wear leggings.
Really?
Well, I don't see the other team with them, so maybe they
Yeah,
maybe some new rule. I thought, are you kidding me?
It is so cold.
Yes.
Which if they got wet, I don't know that it would help, but
Yeah, it would. You know how it is when you run. You get just something tight to your skin.
yeah.
I have another one of these if you want to sit higher.
Yeah, I might, because I still kind of hard. I mean, I can see.
It's upstairs. You want to? It's just curtain.
There's this.
Oh, okay.
I'll just put the chairs there instead.
Yep. I wasn't sure if I brought one down.
Where's Curtis?
They're up and
They're
yeah. Guess I need to move this around. Sometimes I get to watching and talking and I forget to do it.
I don't see Derek here.
Yeah, I mean, you can have him come up here and sit. I don't care how.
Takes a diehard fan to come out here tonight. David had a meeting. He'll be here later.
I mean, here, that's why here, so if we needed to go to have people in the next room, we could. You know what? Because I'll guarantee all these high school kids will be in here soon.
Yeah.
Can't hear as much here. Can't hear her yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Chris said he didn't like to hear her yell. He didn't like some of the things he heard at the Bartlesville game. Because see, you all were on the other side.
Yeah.
Or Claremore.
Yeah,
that
we
last
were.
one. And we were over there and he like, I don't know if I like it over there.
We sat by Derek.
Yeah, I saw. And you know, Macy talks about, I'm sure Allie does too, about the Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she hadn't been to practice except one day all week.
Really?
Yep. Well, what is this? Just Tuesday?
Yeah, but still.
Well, I don't bet she didn't have practice. Even she's just there.
What, is there something wrong with her? Or?
No, they're just keeping her fresh because you don't want her ankles to. Has it?
No, she hadn't told me that.
Well, that's what Macy assumes.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's true.
Yeah, I'm sure
She
it
just
is.
hasn't. Allie will, she'll get to talking to me sometimes, and then you shouldn't say. The best time to get, I hear things from Allie is when we're driving.
And you know what I told her and Shelley came with her? I said, I know it's hard not to want to focus on her. I said, but really, she's going to do whatever she lets her. She's, I mean, if you were her favorite, you can do that. So
Yeah,
really,
that's-
you need to be focusing on the other.
And so Allie says I wouldn't do that to my team, but to a certain extent they are going to.
Yeah, well, I mean, when somebody kind of puts you on a pedestal like you're the superstar of the team, well, yeah. She is a good player.
She is good.
She just is
Yeah,
not
but you-
always a team player.
Right, and
You've got to pass that ball.
I wondered if Sade would be starting today.
Oh, yeah, she just pissed out of that one game.
Yeah. You can't blame her. She doesn't.
No.
She's just doesn't have any experience.
Macy said that was the first time her mom had came to a game.
Really?
And, well, how awful to see that.
I know.
And I mean, your coaches are going to get mad at you, but if
Yeah.
this girl doesn't know the rules. And
No, she
Macy
doesn't.
said she wasn't sure if she could have, because she, kind of punched or something, if she could pick it up again. That was a terrible throw. Didn't go in.
Must have been slick.
A friend of mine has signed up for her kid is playing rec soccer for WSA. They haven't played one game yet.
We haven't either. Paige is playing at WSA, and this will be she'll either not play soccer or we'll go somewhere else.
You know what? They're mad too.
Because that we haven't even got a schedule.
Yes, exactly.
And David and I.
Didn't even know the team, I guess.
No, David and I never. This is the same team Paige played on last year, but we never go out. Well, Megan, I wanted to see a movie and one of the girls to go, and Megan was going with her boyfriend. She's like, make Dad take you. And I'm like, okay. So he comes home. She's like, you're taking Mom to the movies. He's like, oh, okay. So we went to the movies, and we left our house at 6:30. And I had looked at my phone right before we left the house because I texted David on the way home from work. But I forgot it at the house, and David had his phone, so I wasn't too worried about it. And we go home, go to bed. The next morning I get up and I'm drinking my coffee, you know, just moseying around the house. About 10 o'clock I look at my phone and there was messages on there from her coach saying that we had a game Saturday morning at 9 and one at 12. And then more messages saying, you know, where's Paige? Is she going to be here?
Oh my goodness.
I was so aggravated. So she missed her first game. The second one got rained out.
Yeah, I know this is the first time they ever played, and you know, they haven't. And she just said, "Gosh, you know, you pay. Of course, you know, rec is different."
Yeah, it isn't as expensive for Paige either, but still, you pay enough that you expect more.
Well, you know what? The very first day, the very first practice, they handed out fundraiser forms for. Is it the cookie dough?
Yes, we got that too.
Yeah, I know how they work over there, so I told
Well,
her.
and we joined this team, and they were supposed to be an academy team, and then they didn't even play academy ball.
I could see fundraiser for competitive and, you know, people that have to pay, but for the rec league, I mean, that money, they're not really doing.
Yeah, because you have a
the
volunteer
city.
coach.
And the city is, you know, providing the field stuff.
Well, they say they're doing it because they're wanting to build new fields somewhere. I can't remember where.
They've been saying that for so many years. Don't you get all the nice little emails from
Yes.
We still get it, even though we're not there.
Oh, and then another thing is when Paige joined that team last year, it was a bunch of girls she plays basketball with. Oh dear. Oh,
It went
crap.
in. Yep, there's the start of the game.
Yeah. When Paige joined that team, it was a bunch of girls she played basketball with, and she knew all the girls, and that's why we moved her over there. And they have it. I mean, they're a rec. They can play competitive, but they're a good, solid rec team. And this year, Paige has a friend that plays basketball with her at Pretty Water, and I think we had 8 girls, and there was 7 on the field, so we only had 1 sub. And we played some tournaments where we didn't have any subs, and so it was awful this summer when it was so hot. And so I had asked her coach if Paige's friend could join the team. And she's a real athletic little girl. She would have really helped him out. And she said, no, they've asked us to save a couple of spots because there's some girls from other teams that need a team to play for. So it kind of irritated me. But I thought, why wouldn't you encourage other people to come to your club? But we ended up getting 7 new girls. So now we have 14 girls on our team for, you know, 7 on the field at a time, which is too many because for a rec team, I mean, they need to be out there playing more than half the game.
I know, but that is the rules, you know, how.
Yeah. And we got, you know, the scrubs. We got the ones that they had too many people on teams, and so they just said, you know, give us a couple players. And, you know, they're not going to pick their 2 best players.
Well, no, and you know what? You're going to be happier if you have both of them out there at the same place, especially if you can get in the same time.
Yeah, we will. And that's what we had thought last year, but I thought, you know,
It's hard to make the change.
It is hard. And she needs to do competitive if she's going to play soccer at this point. I mean, she's getting too old to do rec.
Yeah, it just becomes major league kickball stuff.
It does.
And it's no fun when you're watching Allie play nice ball. And how old is she? Under?
She's 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that's it. You know, this is the age.
Yeah.
And you've had her in academy, so it didn't like she hadn't been learning skills. Damn. Oh, that was the other team. Why couldn't we score on that?
I know.
I guess we don't have Serenity, you know that.
We don't. Where's she?
Grades. Always.
Oh.
Even against Muskogee. I guess even if the grade was to come up today, I guess you know that. I didn't.
Yeah.
I have to keep them out a whole week.
Yeah.
Take a shot. Okay. Let it bounce in. Over your head. Over. Damn it.
You never know.
She is a good goalie, though. For as big as she is, she's pretty solid. Well, it has stopped raining, thankfully, for them.
Yeah, which I guess at middle school level you don't have to follow the eligibility, but we get so mad at Pretty Water because our principal won't always, he'll bend the rules, which, you know, you're not required to, so he can, but.
Right.
Because he'll let them make up work and turn it in the night before the game and still let them play. And then,
She should have kicked that out. Okay. See, Allie would have known to. Did she not have Allie out there?
yeah, well, I don't know. She was. I've been watching her.
Okay, there she is. You know what? It throws me her long hair.
Did Macy find a prom dress?
Yeah, finally. We went to that, I think this is the same place that Jess got hers.
Oh, yeah, we went there too, but Allie didn't find anything. But Allie's so picky.
Well, I'm telling you what, we went to a whole bunch of places, and the dress that she really wanted, they, didn't have her size, and I managed to talk her into one that you didn't have to get the bodice, just to get it hemmed, and that's a lot cheaper. I found a lady. Have you already? This lady comes to the house.
Really?
She did Mariah. She's done several girls here, Shelley's, and she came over last night and she did that little pinnings and took it, and she said she'll have it.
Cool.
Yeah, she lives in Kellyville.
Yeah, I bet that's the one that did Megan's dress
Shelley.
last year.
Her name is Shelley.
Yeah, which Megan said, I would use her again, but she did a good job. But Megan cut it close because she ordered her dress, and we got it back like 3 days before prom, and it's still way too big.
Oh,
and so she
really?
had to do it again, and so Megan was all worried. But she got it done in time, and it was fine.
She's
the
a
second
talker.
time.
She
But
seems like that. I bet it is. She seems like a really nice person. She used to have a job or a place down in 61st and Yale, but moved at home.
And she even, I think we had a soccer game that Thursday night. Prom was on Friday, and she brought it here to the soccer game, which Megan just tried it on, and then we had just called her to let her know if it worked or not.
Yeah, she told me she's had brides call her the night before, and she said, when's the wedding? She said, tomorrow. And, I guess something was wrong, and so she said, I'll be there.
Shoot the ball, girl.
I'll be there at 5 a.m. with my sewing machine. You be ready. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Because my grandmother was a florist, and when I can remember people showing up hours before the wedding, and my grandma would do it, I gotta tell you, I got a call yesterday. It kind of threw me off at first. First of all, let me tell you, my aunt, that my mom's half-sister that she went to go live with, I think I told you I found out she died, right?
Yeah.
And anyway, we had found out because Curtis was looking to see, if they'd gotten any more trouble with the half-sister. She filed this lawsuit against the nursing home that she had been in, stating that they, were negligible in her death and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, maybe they were, but, given her past history and stealing all that money and everything. And it's not the first. She's got records. I mean, with other stuff. This attorney calls me and said that she kind of hem-hawed for a minute, and she said she represented. Are you the daughter of Marilyn Stewart? And I said, yes. She said, well, do you have an aunt? Named her name. And I said, unfortunately. Crap. Put it in. And she did. Wait, damn it. Wait. And then she kind of got quiet for a minute, and I said, I know she's died. And she said, I didn't know if you knew. She said, I didn't know how I was going to do this call. And I said, that's okay. I said, I know because I told her how, and I said, nobody's called us, And she said, I couldn't believe it, but they were doing a deposition, I guess, Friday, and they asked, she's trying to get something that would make her the heir.
Yeah.
And the only heir, whatever. And she said, we asked her if she had any kids, and she said, I think so. Right. And she said, we asked what the names were, and she goes, well, I'm not real sure. Her name's Linda, and I know she lives in Sapulpa. And I guess they just started, really hunting and pecking, and they said they found me through my candle business.
Really?
That they finally found, they started going back and looking through records and found a name, and who's hurt? Oh, nobody. Okay. But anyway, I just unleashed her. And I told her about how I contacted the Norman PD, and then she brought her here, and blah, blah, blah. And I said they declined. She didn't want to press charges, so they dropped the case. They didn't file it. And I said, then I called Adult Protective Services, and I said, I figured when she was living here, I was going to do all I could, but, and then she just up and moved on me. And so... Anyway, I just sent them all that information. I actually still had it all in the email from the adult, and they opened the investigation. Now I'll probably have to do a deposition. but I said, I told her, I said, I don't know if the nursing home was liable, maybe.
Yeah.
I said, but I know even if they were, she ain't the person that should be receiving anything. She's just looking for a meal ticket.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not looking for anything. I'm going to tell you that right up from the get-go. Although, if there was something in there.
Yeah, I take it.
No, I know, I thought about that later. I thought, what did I say that for?
Yeah.
I can change my mind. I asked her, I said, I still don't know how she died. And I said, she said, well, I have a death certificate. And she looked at it. Oh, look.
Go. Shoot it. We have had so many opportunities. We're really lacking on our offense, aren't we?
And I asked her if she could email me a copy of it. And she said, let me ask my superior, and I have to make sure. And she did. She sent it to me. And when she did, then I sent her all that information on. I just was curious. She was cremated but not buried anywhere. No telling where. She's trash. I know that's sad to say.
It is, but
I don't.
I know you're.
I think I don't know. Wow, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
I guess maybe I just rectified myself a long time ago.
The only time they ever had it down there, they scored, so let's not let it go again.
That girl is down. But she got the ball clean.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no penalty or anything. I'm surprised there's not parents up. There is.
Well, Allie, she ended up finding 2 dresses online.
Oh, yeah. They
Yeah.
were cheaper online.
Yeah, we went ahead and bought 2. She couldn't decide.
Mhm.
So I said, well, let's just order them both.
One
And-
for next year.
Yeah, and then or we can, because you can send these back. Normally, the ones that Megan ordered, we weren't allowed to send them back. But
Who'd
we
you
got
get it through?
one through Macy's and one through David's Bridal. But
Okay.
one was $65,
Wow.
and the other one was $119.
You
So we
got a
got
good
2
deal.
dresses for half the price, and Megan paid for her last one.
And did she like both of them?
We haven't got the one from David's Bridal. We got the one from Macy's today, and she liked it, and it's a perfect fit. We won't even have to have it altered.
Oh, man, you got lucky. This lady,
She won't like it. She'll want the one that has to be altered. But
this lady likes
liked
candles, so she
Yeah.
wants to trade out
Oh.
candles. I said, okay.
That's great.
So 4 big candles to alter the
Yeah,
dress.
cool.
Here we
Well,
go.
she tried this one on before she came, and she really liked it, and it looked really cute on her. But, oh my gosh! Oh, it's
Man, she's lucky.
dang it.
Damn, that was weird altogether. Yeah, that we ordered a dress, a party dress one time from Macy's, and it was so cute. But it was one of those things that tie in the back, which I thought would be great.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have, but it was just.
We did kind of bunch up.
Yes, it was so
yeah.
big everywhere, so we had to take. But we just took it to the store. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. I could return this one to the store. I won't even have to send it back. Now, David's Bridal, you can't take it to their store, but
But they probably send you a thing, and even if they don't, I'd much $8 or whatever,
Yeah.
I'd send it back. This one was it was 193 with tax.
that's not bad either.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what, because some of those dresses,
Oh, I know.
shit. Oh my God! I just told her, I said, I'm not doing it. This is not even your.
That's what I told Allie too. No more. I said I will pay tops $200, and that's it.
Yeah, you're like me. I told her she had to anything past that she had to pay her own money with. So she kind of started looking a little.
Allison never. She'd look at a dress, and if it was more than 200, she'd just.
Go walk
She
away.
wouldn't even look at it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she'd look. But when I told her she had to pay, that was it.
But this dress we got from Macy's today is just as cute as the ones we were seeing in the store for $300.
You know what? And they're not really overly fancy dresses. I mean, even
No.
some of the ones that are really pricey don't have anything.
I know. I don't
Like,
understand why they are.
Yeah, what's the deal?
And this one is kind of, it has a zipper, but it's also kind of, the top of it's kind of elastic around the top. So,
Kind of like the one Jess got.
yeah, maybe.
I saw hers because
Yeah.
Macy pointed out.
I saw a picture of Jessica's. It is kind of like that.
Well, that
It's
is.
kind of a bluish color.
That is nice that you don't have to alter that. Yeah, actually Macy's had had like it hooked. It had two little things. I can't really describe it. It's almost kind of backless, but it had like a strap here and a strap there. The one up top was a little loose, and all she was gonna. I told her, I said I can move the eyelet hooks over, and she goes, "I'll just do it." Okay, fine. 4 candles, move the eyelet, and hem it. Can't beat that with a stick. I asked her how much she charged when, she wasn't. She said it was just $40
Yeah,
to
I think
hem
that's
it.
what she charged Megan last year, and she had to take her. Maybe she charged us $50 because she had to take it up there a year or two.
Oh, Okay, here we go. Oh,
What was
you're
that,
off signs.
This could be a bunch of crap if we lose by one.
Were you watching that game Sunday when that played?
I wasn't, but I saw it on the news later, and that was awful.
I was watching it, and I had just got up to get something out of the kitchen, so I was cooking. And Curtis screamed, and I turned around, and I could see all those guys laying on the floor. I said, "What in the hell's going on?" And he said he just broke his leg, and then they instantly, before, this was just like right as it happened, showed the replay. I went, "So." I had to look away.
Yeah.
And I glanced up at the bench at those guys that were right in front of the bench. Oh my God, they just, their team freaked out. And then even the guys on Duke were crying. I said, that, you know what, and I told Chris the next 5 minutes is going to determine who the championship of this damn tournament is. I said, they'll either mentally be into it for him, or they'll be done. And man, they just slaughtered Duke. What a waste.
I can't.
And then she has talent, but she doesn't always utilize it, and she utilizes it when she shouldn't. Easy for us to say, I guess.
Yeah,
But we know, damn it.
yeah, I'm sure it is a lot easier watching.
I know.
than
I
it is
can remember
there.
out there, just you think you know what's going on around you, and you say you shoot it, and you look up and like, ain't nobody around. Well, hell. Several times I used to just run really, really fast. I was a winger, and I wouldn't look up, and then all of a sudden I'd be over the damn touchline. Allie's just playing with her. Yep, did David tell you I said Allie's name like 2 or 3 times up there?
Yeah.
Sean, go! Allie. I started to say number 5. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
her
used to her
old
number.
She doesn't get to be number 5 on her other team either.
Have the twins' mom said anything more? God, that pisses me off. I figure if I saw Pinky here now, I'm gonna say something.
No,
How
she
come?
hasn't. She just said that
They probably are.
they were so disappointed.
They probably won't try again.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame them.
But if it's not the coach's fault, hopefully she
Maybe,
won't.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if they're saying it's the AD,
Yeah,
maybe
and I
she
don't know
won't.
how they found that out, but she told me
Well,
that that's who it was.
honestly, because the fact that Lori asked me for the numbers and stuff, she turned all her stuff in.
Yeah, probably there. Uh-oh, who's down? Morgan, of course. I think their athletic director must have told them it was him because.
Yeah, he lives down the street from me. Riley, do you know who they are?
No.
He used to be. Him and his wife used to be teachers at the middle school in Macy, or Brandon was in. She had them both, and they both retired. He used to have Lyerly. He retired and had his dump truck service type thing. You know, when you cross that bridge going to the Glenpool Walmart, all of that open by the ditch, that's all his property. But I guess he figured he couldn't make a living, so he went back to doing that. She's still retired. She retired early. Okay, there it is.
Oh crap.
Yeah, that's worth 3 points, I'm sure.
Did Macy tell you about Mr. Kale's wife?
I saw a Facebook post from
Isn't
Brandy.
that awful?
You know what? When you're pregnant and you have breast cancer, it grows at like
Because of the hormones, I guess.
yeah, the estrogen, it grows at like a magnitude, and so how far along is she?
I think like 29 weeks.
Oh, okay, well I guess I heard they were going to take it next week.
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, they've got to stop the growth of that tumor. It could just be way out of hand by 10 more weeks.
Well, and I guess it's already spread to her bones.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Oh, that's not good at all.
No.
Oh man.
So it may not be.
I can't imagine being a new mom.
Me
Is that her?
either.
And knowing that you're not going to.
It's her third. They have 2 other kids.
So she's had that.
Little ones, like the oldest one's probably in 1st grade.
You know what? She's probably had that cancer since at least one of those pregnancies. Get in there. It's a little chilly in here, but
It's not bad.
It'd be far worse if you were sitting
Yeah,
out
but
there.
I'm pretty
Like
comfortable.
Thursday night, yeah. It's gonna be like 50, and it'll be chilly when but maybe no rain. Uh-oh. In some ways, just because it's Muskogee, I'm glad it's Thursday night, and maybe they won't.
It's Thursday, not Friday?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't either until Macy, she reminded us that.
Allie didn't tell me that.
You know what? I'm going to have Curtis tweet it out.
Okay.
They changed it. I don't think it was Lori because I had to be in Muskogee.
Yeah.
You can't change.
I know,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Crap.
Yeah.
Allie and Paige both have practice. I probably won't be able to go. Allie will obviously won't be practice, but I'll have to take Paige.
Because Muskogee is such a, I don't know, mean team. I guess they already say stuff on Twitter.
Yeah, I'll probably do. David will go probably, but I won't be able to probably. Dang it.
Darn. You won't get to sit outside. I'm back on 6 o'clock in the morning, though. I took me a nap today, so I'm feeling better. If I didn't, tomorrow I'd be zonked. And the garage door, the spring on it broke, so the guy's coming out tomorrow to fix the spring. You can't even open a damn door.
We've had that happen to ours before.
It's crazy because, it's just a metal door, a little tin, damn thing should be able to come up. Josh Pickering and I are going to prom with Serenity. That's a really mismatch, I think. I don't know. Macy had her asked her to spend the night the first, I guess it was Saturday of spring break. Maybe, yeah. I think that's what it was. She didn't go home till Monday. Finally, I said, I'm like, I'm gonna spend the whole spring break here, are you? She's I call her a grown-up kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's not improper or anything, but she's definitely probably had that.
Doesn't have a lot of supervision.
She's probably had to fend for herself. I think she had to go to work. Is probably why she ended up having to go home.
Yeah, I hate when they're little. I'll always, when Paige has friends spend the night, I'll always put a time limit on.
Yes. I've not had anybody do that in a
I
long
know.
time. And it didn't bother me. It's just that I'm like, well, doesn't she? Yeah, it was Monday because Macy had a doctor's appointment, and she went with her to the doctor's appointment, and then Macy took her home. I guess she said her and Allie were going to start hanging out. I haven't seen it happen yet.
Yeah, that's what Allie has been telling me too, because Megan gets really aggravated at Jessica and Laura. She didn't think that they treat Allie very well, and that's what Megan told her. Why don't you hang out with Macy? I like Macy. She's way nicer than
Well, they talked about it, but Macy said that Allie she hangs out with her boyfriend all the time or something. No.
No, because we won't let her. She'd like to. Saturdays, usually Saturday afternoon, I'll let her go over to his house because his mom's off work on Saturdays, and she'll spend Saturday afternoon, and usually he'll pick, so Saturdays are,
Yeah.
she does do that, but that's the only day of the week she usually sees him.
Well, she was, I guess they had a mutual friend that Macy kind of did like.
Austin.
But-
Allie had told me that.
Yeah, but now she's kind of back They're not like steady, but they're
Yeah.
hanging out with. I think he's in the next room right now. JT. So.
Yeah, Allison came home all excited about that because Brett and Austin are friends, I guess, and she thought they could double date.
Yeah, that's what Macy said too. Who knows? That may still happen.
Yeah.
I guess that's what she had said. They wasn't very. But Laura was.
Laura's mean.
Yeah.
Laura's just mean to Allie, but
She's mean to a lot of people. Macy said.
really, Allie can be kind of sensitive. So I mean, it's not that she doesn't tell a flat out lie, but she takes things. I've told you before. I hear what she says, and I don't really worry too much about it because she's so sensitive sometimes that she takes it a lot harder than it was meant.
I guess she's made.
But
Laura has made fun of some of the girls on the JV team because she's on this roster, and Macy, I guess one time said, "Yeah, like you get to play." I guess she said she didn't like how she embellishes stuff.
yes,
So, and I don't know.
well,
Macy just doesn't like mean people.
Yeah, neither does Allie. Allie was really mad at her a few weeks ago because a friend of mine that I work with, her husband died. I mean, he was young too. I mean, he was 50 and just a sudden heart attack. He was just at work and he collapsed and died.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was real sudden and unexpected. And she was at work when it happened, and they came in and told her, and so it was just awful. But
Oh, it's awful to witness something like that.
it is.
Yes, somebody they did that at work with somebody.
Really?
Yeah, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, she screamed. It was just
Her
you feel,
too. I
you feel
know,
awful.
and helpless. You
Yes.
can't do anything.
And you don't know what to say.
But they were having, after the funeral, they were having a big dinner for her at Pretty Water at the school, and I was staying to help with the dinner, and they were supposed to be coming back around 4, so I had asked Allie if she'd see if Laura would bring her to the school that day so I could stay there and help with the dinner, and I guess she asked her, and I don't remember what she said, something real hateful to Allie about how she couldn't, and Jessica, I guess, said, Laura, so Allie she rode the bus home, which didn't kill her, but it was raining that day and cold, and Laura said, Jessica said, Laura, don't you think we could take Allie home so she doesn't have to walk in the rain? She's like, sounds like a personal problem to me, not my problem. And she's like, Miss Manny's husband died, and that's why she needs a ride, is because they're trying to help with the funeral, and you won't take her home. And anyway, so Allie was so mad. But Jessica probably shouldn't have told her what she said, but
There it is.
you would think.
Put it up, put it up, put it up. Macy will not have a hard shot on goal. She just kind of, I don't know why she does that. Yeah, Macy
Megan can't
knows.
stand Laura. And Megan doesn't keep it a secret either, so. But Allie, she doesn't like her much either. She just, honestly, she uses her so she can be around Jessica. I mean, not uses her, but
She
that's
just
the only
hangs around
reason.
the person that she hangs out.
Yeah,
and
that's the only
honestly,
reason.
I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing Jessica hangs out with her because she probably gets a lot of freedom.
Yeah, because she has
able
a
to
car
do-
and she can take her places. That's exactly what I think.
Oh, sure. Once she gets her own car, they'll all
Yeah.
fall. Well, Macy is going. She's still going with that kid Levi, and they were supposed to go with. I guess it was going to be Devin Swift and Laura. Well, they're not doing that anymore. And thank God. I just didn't want her around Devin Swift. And they had a little Twitter. He threatened her on Twitter.
Really?
Well, nothing major, but he just said he didn't like what she was cheering for Louisville, and he said, you better stop that. And she goes, why wouldn't I cheer for the team I like or something? And he goes, I want to flame you up. And she said, she didn't back down. And then I guess a week later he sent her an email on Twitter. This was before all this stuff, the broken leg. And he sent her a Twitter and said he was apologizing that he shouldn't have done that. I don't know what made him do that. But they're going to go with Bryn and those guys. I guess there's about 20 of them. They're all going to ride in a car. I said, whatever. This Levi doesn't have a car. I said, he'll take your car. It's not your prom. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
I know.
not.
Brett doesn't have a car either, but I think Valley said his grandpa was going to let him drive his car.
Dingbat girls calling the limo places yesterday to find out how much it cost.
No, but it's a lot, isn't it?
It's a 6-hour minimum, and it's about, for there were 20 people, it was going to be about $60-something a piece.
Each.
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, you still want to do that? Because, you ain't going to be in that car
people.
very long.
Yeah.
And then it said something about gratuity.
Wow.
I know. I was like,
That ought to be
really?
included.
That's why I said, you know what? You're paying for this. That's what I hate. It's kind of a... I do it with the hairdressers, but I kind of don't use it. That's a business.
I know.
And they're charging...
I agree. I don't tip Echo as much as I pay to get my hair done.
No, you don't tip her?
No, I don't.
I do, but it's not very much.
I mean, every now and then, if it's like $95 and I give her a $100 bill, I'll tell her to keep the change. That's it. But
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm thinking. Nobody tips me for teaching their child,
Exactly.
so why do I need to tip you
And
for doing your job?
It's your business. You're setting the fees.
That's
Why are
right.
we required to pay more money? And because Macy had her hair done last weekend, and she just cut mine, dry cut it, and it was $100. I'm like, so
I
crap.
know. That's what, as much as I pay her, I don't really feel like I need to tip her.
I know. I agree. I'm like, God. People that make minimum wage, and I hate that our damn legislature, whatever, allows us to pay them $2.15 an hour. That
I
they have to
agree.
beg for their wages.
Yeah. I do tip at restaurants
I do
because I
too.
know they're not making minimum wage,
Yeah.
but that's the only place I tip.
And I hate that they Now in Las Vegas, they pay them. They have to pay them it's union, so they have to pay them like $110 an hour. But I still tip anyway when I'm there because I think I'm gonna hit the jackpot if I'm nice. Stupid, never works. I asked Macy if you think Lori just wasn't coming back next year. She said, I doubt it. She said, I wouldn't say anything. If you want her to talk to her, wait till the end of the season because, Lori can always get. I don't think she could afford to, but she plays her favorites. I hate to say that about her, but she does.
Sally told me that
you can come up here. Oh, you don't want to?
yeah, he'll probably sit up there. He'll probably just stand
Just
down
be
there.
cold. Be a
Yeah.
hand. Oh, there's Derek right there. That's
I
why.
didn't know Derek was here. Ellie told me that Jessica told her she might play next year. That she's going to be a cheerleader, but she might do that first semester and
She could.
soccer second semester.
Ooh. Well, you know what? I mean,
But I doubt Laura does. I wouldn't blame her.
well,
Unless,
Lord,
oh, no, nobody. I don't
Nobody
think
cares.
Yeah.
No.
But the only reason she'd play is if she, couldn't stand maybe he is going to be a wimp and come up here.
Derek can come up. Is that him?
I thought it was,
You
but
know?
maybe it's not.
Yeah, maybe he thought it was too.
Yeah.
Well, where am I at? Oh yeah, because there's so many rooms, he probably won't know. Is there a ton of kids in there?
Addison had a basketball game with Bridgewater, and so she went with your mom to watch Addison play, and then she's just going to bring her here when it's over.
It's a little warmer in here.
I know, I haven't seen him. We thought that was him down there in that camouflage coat, but I guess it's not.
He might be in a car at the end.
Will they make a good shot?
No,
No,
shouldn't have went in. And we've had about
just kind of balanced, isn't it?
10 opportunities to make one and
Really?
wasted it.
Really? We should be winning.
Yeah, should be.
Or at
If-
least tied.
Yeah. I mean, we've had it down here on this end of the field most of the time. Down there once, and it went in.
Yeah.
They really haven't shot at it much this
No,
once.
no, they haven't. That's the only thing. I think that's the only ball shot they had to get. Well, maybe one more.
I think me maybe if they keep doing like they're doing, we'll get one in because we're really pressing. Look how nasty that is on that chieftain area. Wonder how that gets cleaned out, all that.
Well, Allison said they just resurfaced it, but maybe not. Maybe
doesn't-
maybe it is. Maybe it's thick.
Yeah,
I
maybe
don't
that
know.
black
She
stuff.
said they just swept it and whatever.
Okay.
I don't know how they do it.
She said that Muskogee game was moved to Thursday night.
After tomorrow.
Did you know that?
Mm.
Well, I didn't. Macy had mentioned it, I think, this weekend. I'd forgotten about it.
And Allie hadn't said anything to me, but Allie wouldn't. She's kind of scattered. She'd tell me Thursday morning.
She's definitely a blonde.
Oh, thank you.
She'd tell me Thursday morning, did you wash my uniform because we have a game tonight? That's the kind of stuff she does to me.
Good ball. That was good.
Well, we bought a driver up from Houston that's starting to work here, and they're going to start him out learning some dispatch because we have a guy, his wife's got breast cancer, and he's going to be out for a while. And the other dispatcher doesn't